Good morning. Look, I had to move aside some pliers so I could film this. But look, I also have this rose with this stripe on it. Isn't that beautiful? In the 1600s in Holland, they used to sell tulips and they were traded like a commodity, like riches would be made or lost trading the commodity of tulips. And when they had a stripe like that, they were worth a huge amount of money. It shows how we can make anything a commodity. It's what we choose, to be a commodity. Okay, it's not gonna work. Oh dear. All right, so I'm making my cappuccino, molto importante. Look at that froth. And then I put a little brown sugar. It adds a little bit of molasses. Makes it yummy. Oh, and look how pretty it is. I love my studio. It's having a moment of beauty because it's actually clean. And I did clean it up for you. So now we're going to have I've got my coffee. If you've got a coffee too, that would be fantastic. And we're going to just sit down and we're going to talk about you starting your creative project. That's the goal for today. It's really the whole goal of my channel is to encourage you to be creative and to live a creative life if possible. So today I want to encourage you to start your project. So the first process in that is knowing what project you want to start. Put your excuses aside and know what project you want to start. I believe fully in the saying, energy goes where attention flows. So where you're going to put your attention, the energy will then come in to support that. Energy goes where attention flows. Now, my little system I want to talk about today is, okay, the first thing we're going to do is dream. And then we're going to plan. And then we're going to build. Now for all of these, it's going to take focus. Okay? We need to have focus for dreaming, for planning, and for building. This is how you get your creative project started. Dream, plan, build. And here we have it here. Okay? I hope that goes into the screen. Dream, plan, build. So the first step in dreaming is I'm going to suggest you go, if you can, get out in nature, touch the sand, touch the earth, touch the trees, or just look at the sky. Become at peace with yourself and allow yourself to dream. We often are so rushed and so obligated to other responsibilities that we don't even let ourselves dream. I will notice myself saying, later I'm going to dream about that. Like, you can do it all the time. You can do it when you're washing the dishes. You can do it when you're driving in the car. Like, your mind is your own. You have complete control over that. So start with a dream. Get out in nature or studio, put on some rain sounds. YouTube has 10 hours of rain sounds for free. Or music that calms you, whatever, a cappuccino. Yes. Do whatever is going to make you be able to get into a dream state. And try to not plan while you're in the dream state. This is separate. First you dream, then you go to plan. Now, if the first plan doesn't work, then come up with another plan. Persistence is key. Now I want to read you from Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, which you probably all know. I hope I didn't lose the spot here. Okay, I want to read you a little bit what he says about persistence. This is Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. But first, I love it that he says, both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. So you can think in terms of riches, or you can think in terms of lack, and that's your decision. He says, riches do not respond to wishes. They respond only to definite plans backed by definite desires through constant persistence. How to develop persistence? There are 4 simple steps which lead to the habit of persistence. They call for no great amount of intelligence, no particular amount of education, and but little time or effort. The necessary steps are a definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. So you got to have the desire, and that desire is going to give you purpose. Number 2, a definite plan expressed in continuous action. So it's got to be consistent. You've got to work on it all the time. If you have other obligations, fine, make time for yourself in your dream. A mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions of relatives, friends, and acquaintances. That's huge. Like, they're all out there. Those bitches are out there trying to get you. So be careful who you talk to. And then this relates to the number 4, which is a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage you or encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. So do you have a friend or maybe a sister or somebody you trust to tell your dreams to? I encourage it. Okay, so now we come on to build. Whatever plan doesn't work, you get another plan until you get to the building execution stage. This is the fun part because you can actually start to see your dream transpire. And it's very exciting when things start to fall into place, you're building it up, and you can see the fruit of your creation. Now, as mentioned before, you gotta have focus on the build, the plan, and the dream. And in terms of building your dream, you have to have the focus, and that comes in 2 forms of motivation. Energy flows where attention goes, or energy goes where attention flows. You can say it either way. So there's 2 kinds of motivation. There's intrinsic motivation, which tends to be when you're interested in the subject of your creativity, like you're obsessed with it. And my guess is that's going to be you. People who watch this channel tend to be creative, intuitive types. You're having insights and you're following your inspiration. Intrinsic motivation is also because you're so interested in the topic of your creativity, it's easier to get into flow state, you're happier, and therefore you return to it more often. Then there's extrinsic motivation, which is when you're motivated more by some sort of external punishment or reward. You're going to get a trophy, you're going to get good grades, you're going to have your parents say congratulations. You're not really doing it for yourself. Extrinsic motivation can work in creativity when it comes, if you have a kind of a mathematical or formula motivated mind where you're finding creativity in sort of solving a problem. That can be extrinsic motivation. But If you're motivated by a reward or punishment or some sort of societal kudos, it's a different kind of motivation, and it's a motivation that tends to not survive as long. So, there's that. Dream, plan, build, and keep your focus on all of them. Now, if possible, tell me that you're on the game. You can comment below, I'm on my game, or I've started now, or I don't know, anything that you're excited about. Comment below if you like. Remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, because then they'll tell you when I have a new video. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And go out and get creative. Drink too much coffee. Make sure to drink lots of water too. Light your candles. It's fall. Put on a sweater if you're not somewhere like here where it's going to be 98 degrees today. Yeah, go out and get creative. I just sat down to work. This is the view from my desk. Oh, I'm so happy. I actually cleaned my studio. The hydrangea is sort of the same formation as the cloud. There we go. Of course, quante bella. Enter to the ground, and then just dream. The sign was gonna fall. And then just, right when I said dream, the sign fell. What does that mean? Okay,